You're live with Alvin After Dark, brought to you by BMW Freeport. See my boy Boyd Canty. See Boyd Canty at 291 West Sunrise Highway in Freeport, New York. Also, Orderlies Direct at 4219 Merrick Road in Massapequa, New York. Check out my boy Ron Chin. Tell him Alvin Peters sent you. Also, tonight's show is sponsored to you by Mo Me Clothing. Mr. Mike Hunt hanging out with Miss Kimberly Santana and your boy Alvin Peters.
Hi.
We'll be hanging out tonight talking about his new Mo Me Clothing line, what it's about, how we got started and things like that. But tonight's topic is all about dating during quarantine, do's and don'ts, yay or nay, yes or no. Do or don't.
See or no.
See or no in other languages. So what's going on? What's going on Instagram? What's going on? What's going on Facebook? Recap from last week. We're bringing back to you Alvin After Dark. And last week we talked about what did we do during quarantine? How has quarantine and COVID-19 really affected the people? What did you do? What did you learn? Did you gain any new jobs? Did you lose a job? Things like that. You know, also taking advantage of the time off, not spending the money that these grants are giving you and things like that. So that was last week's show, but once again, this week's show is all about do's and don'ts dating, and we're gonna chop it up. And also, you said about women and the fake eyelashes,
Like this?
looking like Snuffleupagus.
Woo. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes part of the show.
Always the meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes is part of the
That's
show.
right.
We have Mr. Mike Hunt, and I've known this gentleman here for a very, very, very long time, and I had the pleasure of growing up with him in Eden One Projects, and he moved out. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about him. I want him to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about him.
Hey, hi everybody. A little shy, a little camera shy tonight. So I'm the man behind the brand, Momi Clothing. They call me Money Mike. And Momi stands for, I'm trying to get the world, Mo of me. Mo me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where you from?
Oh, I'm originally from the Bronx. Grew up there, then I moved to Mount Vernon. So I like to say Bronx and money earning Mount Vernon.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
Oh, come on. Now you got more than that.
Well, I got a little Harlem base in there, but you know, I got a Westchester presence all over Alvin. You know how it is. Me and you know each other.
So
You know what I
we're gonna get into Mike in a second, but right now it's Kim. Kim, tell us about the do's and don'ts. What have we learned about quarantine dating and COVID-19 dating?
Well, first of all, let's first say that dating in general is hard.
Yes,
On
it
a
is.
regular day, it's hard, right? I think quarantine definitely made it a little more difficult, especially if you just started dating somebody right before quarantine, because it really didn't allow for you to see them, obviously, one-on-one. So you kind of had to do virtual dates, maybe dates in the grocery store, or
Grocery store.
yeah, listen, I
Dates
gotta do
in the grocery store?
I mean, you know, we're not holding hands down the aisle, but like we're meeting
meet
in
up
the
there?
yeah Target.
That's
you
the
know,
first time I heard that
listen, you gotta do what you gotta do.
one. Dates in the grocery store.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so that was what it was.
Okay.
Okay, but virtual dates were pretty cool. You know, you still got pretty, you still had your little drink, you might have a meal, he has a meal. But it's definitely
That's
more
cute.
difficult. Yeah, it's definitely more difficult.
Different.
Yes. The only thing that I feel like was a little more challenging for me because of the fact that I'm super private when it comes to like my kids and my home was if you did date somebody, eventually they would end up coming to your house because you didn't have any other choice.
No place
It was
to
like
go.
how many times you're gonna go to Target and meet up with
Right,
him, or how
right,
many times
right,
you're gonna go
right.
to, you know, the supermarket.
Right.
So it kind of, you know, invaded my space a little bit, and I didn't like that too much.
Okay.
Because I felt like I expected more, and it really wasn't. It shouldn't have been because it was just kind of like we were dating. But because now he's coming to my house, it's like, all right, well, now things are a little different. Now I think it's still difficult because even though things are open, everything closes early. You can't just go out and have drinks. Me and my friend went to dinner yesterday, and they were like eyeing the table of, trying to get you to hurry up and
Every
finish
2 hours
eating.
you gotta leave and stuff.
So it's definitely difficult. As far as kissing, you gotta be careful because obviously, you don't want to spread germs from one person to the other.
Right.
Alvin, you real quiet.
I know. I'm actually listening to you. I'm actually listening to what you're saying, and I agree. And I think that just like anything else, just like anything else, as far as dating during quarantine, what happens is, or dating during COVID, it's those same things. Does this person have COVID-19? Was this person sick?
Right.
So those are the challenges that we face and things like that. And because, for many of us, all of us has talked about, we know someone that actually was
I
killed.
definitely do.
Someone who passed away from COVID-19. So,
Few.
so quite a few people. So, how does that affect your impact now on dating someone and being intimate with them and things like that? So
Well,
it's
I have a tough question for
Sure.
Kimberly.
Oh, damn.
Kimberly, 'cause
Where's the
being that she-
spotlight?
Being that she dated during COVID, so you figure COVID hit the fan in New York in March.
Okay.
That's safe to say. So at what point did you started dating that you felt like, I want to start dating during COVID? Like
All right, so-
May, June, April, like give me a ratio here.
For me,
Walk me through how this process
for
works.
me, it kind of
Okay.
happened by mistake
That's cool.
because I had just recently stopped dating somebody, so I wasn't really
Before COVID.
right.
Okay.
So I kind of really wasn't looking to date anybody, and then who knows? He's probably watching. But I don't know because I'm trying to share it and I
Okay, it's
can't.
cool,
So
it's cool.
it's okay. So the point is that it happened by mistake. As people check up on people during COVID, you get a
COVID.
lot of people that'll reach out to
Right.
you. You reach out to people. So
Okay.
that's how it happened. And then we started talking, and then we started virtual dating, and then we started doing the supermarket.
Okay, but I want to know an
What?
actual month. Like, what month did
Damn,
you
but
feel?
damn.
What month did you feel that? Because
He's interviewing you.
let-
What's up with your clothing
wait,
line?
wait.
What are we talking about?
because let's go back play by play with COVID. March, no one was coming outside.
Right.
I can drive from Mount Vernon to the city in 10
10
minutes
seconds,
because
right.
no one's on the highway.
Right.
The Cross Bronx is empty, which is never, right?
Never.
Never empty.
And Crossrock was
So this is in
desolate.
March. This is going on in April too.
Okay, it was
So
fairly early.
All I'm saying is, I would like
Thanks,
to.
Alvin, for
give me
covering
a
my
feel-
face because I feel like he's like.
Kimberly, I like give the viewers a feel of what made you comfortable when the whole world was scared to come outside.
I'm not
What
saying I
made you
wasn't
comfortable
scared to
to
come-
meet someone,
Well-
or did you get frustrated? Because a lot of women was getting frustrated because they wasn't going out interacting with people. You haven't
So
seen
I
a
was
guy in
getting
a while.
little
got
cabin
a little
fever.
frustrated.
It wasn't so
right?
much about seeing a guy. It was more like I wasn't able to see because I have male friends and obviously I have female friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was fairly quickly. It was maybe when we started having our little supermarket and Target dates was maybe like April.
Oh, wow, that was quick. So
Shout
you
out
didn't.
We friends.
Okay, I got you. You had real cabin fever because a lot of people had cabin
Yeah.
fever because that March, no one was it. It was work home if you had work,
Yes.
work home, and then if you went to the supermarket, here
Well,
and
I
there.
had to go to the supermarket at least once or twice a week because I have two kids who are at home and they eat
Okay.
and eat and
Right.
eat. So I had no choice. I
Okay.
had to go. Plus, I had my dog, so I had to always make sure there was food for her. So regardless, I was always in Target. I was always in
Okay,
the
so I see
supermarket.
what's going on. You
What's
was
going
more
on?
accessible to meet someone because you're supermarket.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like
safe
we
to say.
weren't meeting in like the freaking park
Yeah,
or
yeah.
nothing on his car, Like we were meeting.
Okay, I
in
got
park.
you, I
and
got
then
you.
it gradually. I mean,
Uh-huh.
let me say this before. I knew him already. It wasn't like he was just some guy
you
that
know
I
him.
met.
Okay,
I
you
already
didn't
knew
freshly
him.
brand new
nah,
meet
nah,
the
nah,
dude.
nah.
Okay,
Nah.
Alvin, what did I tell you about what happened with COVID? So me and Alvin had a conversation in the car about the COVID thing,
Okay.
and I told him what was happening with COVID. People was dealing with people who they already knew.
Right.
People didn't. meet someone new. Because how you going to get to know them? You go to the bar, can't go out, or stuff like that. So me and Alvin just having this conversation, you felt safer with someone you knew.
Right. I mean, I was dating somebody, and it kind of, ended a little bit before that happened.
Right.
So I wasn't really kind of open to looking for anybody else, and it was just like,
Right.
the person, him and I started communicating,
know.
and it was
Okay.
from the past.
I see the picture.
Right, okay. Shoot, damn, sweating
bad.
over here. I'm trying to share Facebook for anybody that's watching and can't see it on Facebook, because we did share the YouTube, so be patient with me, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to share as well. But what is your stats say? What is your?
Oh, so a lot of this is saying that, for instance, I don't know if you can see this picture, but I thought this was pretty funny, of two people kissing with their masks on. I'm gonna say this is not how I did it,
Right,
but
right.
if you guys find this okay, well,
No
then
one's
okay.
doing that.
Right. So it's also saying that, and I don't know, we're not talking about sex, but it's also saying that there is no evidence that COVID can be sexually transmitted. Right? Not that I'm promoting anybody to be having any unprotected sex, but I'm just saying that.
I heard it can.
Well, here it says there's currently no evidence that the
I watch
coronavirus.
CNN.
What?
I watch CNN.
Okay, CNN. Do we always trust what CNN has to say, though? Just saying.
I watch CNN.
It says, listen, if you and your partner are healthy and regularly washing your hands and disinfecting your house while practicing social distancing, you should be okay to have sex.
I mean, I hear you.
You know what? But I don't think I should be the only one in the hot seat. What's up with you guys?
They did say males, right? Am I saying it right?
They said
Males could
in the
transmit
semen.
it in the semen.
In the semen. They
Yeah,
did say that.
not you women. You women were safe, but the males
Can you transmit it in semen?
in the semen.
In the
That's
semen.
what they
Well,
said.
that's why I'm saying protected
CNN.
sex.
Okay.
If you're
yeah,
doing
you
anything
right.
else,
Oh yeah, you right.
then
Okay.
you have a
My
major
bad.
problem. But
Okay.
So, LA, I sent you some pictures of pictures of COVID-19 dating. Can we look at those pictures? Just something fun. I need to share this feed on my Facebook page, which I'm having a problem with, but I'll figure it out in a second. So this picture here is telling you it's kind of, look at that. So it's kind of funny, but
well, that's what it is. Look, same thing.
exactly.
Okay.
What's the next one? There you go.
And no one's kissing like that.
No-
with the
no one's-
mask
no
on.
one's
No
kissing.
one's doing that.
No one's kissing like that. You're right.
Kim, did you do it?
I mean, I know. We did wear our masks in the supermarket.
Okay,
though,
that's cool.
Right.
You're supposed to because you outdoors and there's other people
but
there.
not when we was,
Okay.
I'm not even gonna get into that.
And what's your current status with that situation right now?
We
Still
are
together?
friends. No, we are friends.
Oh wow, that ended. So
we are friends. Yeah.
it was in and out.
It was a good time.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
It was a good
That's cool.
time, and sometimes things just don't go in the
happens,
direction
yeah.
you want them to go to, and you just end up friends, and it was a good time.
That's cool. Cool.
Shout out to good times.
Shout out to good times.
Shout out to good times.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. I think I figured
Alvin,
it
you
out.
got it, because I took it from you, so you good.
I'm on. You on?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm on,
okay.
and I took it from you.
Okay, good. So I guess I'm on. Okay, good. So I guess I'm good. All right.
All right, sorry,
So,
guys.
Sorry, I couldn't figure it out.
It's brand new.
So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about dating during COVID-19. We're talking about dating during COVID-19, and we have our guest host for the night, which is Mr. Mike Hunt, who we're all about the branding.
Yeah.
All about branding.
Momi
Listen,
clothing.
I had a real
clothing.
nice
Momi.
tank top, and I fell in love with this shirt. And he was like, "Can you please put it?" I'm like, "Absolutely," because it's super dope.
And I
Thank
still-
you.
I still got. Did you get your tank top?
No, the tank top
Yeah, I
that I
still
came
got it.
with. Okay, well then
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So also, so if you want to call in 516-945-9099, you can definitely give us a call in, and we can talk about dating during COVID-19, do's and don'ts, yay or nay, yes or no, see or no.
See or no? Wait, Alvin, look what it says here. So
what does it
since we
say?
were talking about sex, because it always goes back to that, right? It says, during COVID, you have to be creative with sexual positions and physical barriers like walls. The city's health officials say in new guidelines. They also suggested that New Yorkers wear a face covering or mask during sex. This is per a recent Harvard study that found masks to be... Is that the phone? Hello?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Oscar. I'm calling from the Bronx.
What's up? What's going on? What's your question? What's your comment?
This you, Allie?
What?
You, Al, you hear me?
I can't
We
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, I want to know, of course, kissing and anything that's close encounter is out. It's just strictly from a very, I don't know, people talking. No kissing during COVID.
You don't think there should be kissing during COVID?
Absolutely not. No kissing during COVID.
And
Are you single?
Why is that?
Why is that? Because I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone has needs. Men have needs, and everything is. You can go ahead and have sexual intercourse without all that.
He said you can have sex,
exchanging
but don't
of
kiss me.
saliva
Is this a pretty
and
woman?
body
I'm
fluid.
confused.
And brother,
The movie Pretty Woman here?
brother, if you don't mind me asking,
Excuse
how
me?
old are you?
Excuse me.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm not. You ask me anything you want. I'm an open book.
No, I said, how old are you?
I'm 45 years old.
Okay, all right.
Well, no, I was asking if you're single, because how does that work? If you're in a relationship with someone, you just don't kiss them?
Yeah, I'm not into the kissing situation because kissing and also fellatio kind of opens up a whole different.
We
boy.
got real
Different
proper.
realm.
Boy.
Okay,
Oh,
what is it? What was the class we took in high school?
Okay,
but- right.
It's
This is
just
my
that,
thing.
You know, you come on now. You can still accomplish your goal or the goal that she may have or the goal you may have.
Absolutely.
With
Other
there's
things.
just ways around it.
Other things, absolutely. But here's my question: if you're with someone, it's like having the uncomfortable conversation where with STDs. You know, like obviously once you're into a point where you get comfortable with someone that you may or may not decide that you guys want to, use protection or not protection, there's a conversation that needs to be had, right, about STDs. Have you been tested for, all kinds of things? That's a conversation. That's the new norm. Like, all right, what about Corona?
So Michelle
that's
says
been
nobody
taking place.
respects the no kissing and no sex during COVID-19.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
hold on. All that's been taken care of because I'm a high value male, so I always protect myself at all times.
I need to see who this is.
Look at Mike's face.
Okay? I'm a high value male, so I protect myself on all the time. Because, I do well, and I don't want someone to come along, fly by night, and I may slip out. My pull-out game might be, a little
It's hilarious.
So,
lacking.
question.
You may got those internal muscles, and I don't want to get caught out there like that.
Are you- wait,
it's
are
protect
you-
yourself at all times.
Excuse me. Are you currently dating?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so this is working out for you.
Excuse me?
So this is working out for you, this whole Pretty Woman type scenario, because in the movie Pretty Woman, it was we have sex but we
I'm
don't
not Pretty
kiss.
Woman. Where did vanity come into effect?
No, it's not
more or
vanity.
less-
The movie
it's more
Pretty
or less-
Woman.
It's more or less, you know what? It's more or less with the corona and the whole thing. I'm working from home. I have needs as a man. I take care of my needs as a man. And it's more or less protecting yourself at all times. Being a ninja, getting in and getting out.
Being a ninja.
She has needs, I have needs, and that's it.
You know
and
what?
the
I'ma
energy
leave
is
that
good
one
like that. Without all the misconception and all the emotions,
This is
she's
him.
for a common goal, I'm for a common goal.
Is this you?
And just leave it like that.
Is this you right here?
So he is all about the dating
this
during
you?
COVID-19. He's all about dating during COVID-19. As you can see, he's all about
Exactly.
dating.
Thank you.
Well,
all
kudos to you.
I've actually kissed someone with a mask,
That's what's
with
up.
the mask on. So on
That's
the
what's
cheek.
up, brother.
Okay.
That's what's up. Thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling
Thank
in,
you.
brother.
I appreciate it. I love Alvin. I'm glad you're back, baby.
Yay!
doubt, baby. Later,
Thank
man.
you.
Later.
That's too funny.
So listen, once again, if you're just tuning in, you want to give us a call, 516-945-9099. We are discussing dating during COVID-19. Do's, don'ts, yays, or nays. Yes or no? See or no? We also, once again, we represent my man right here, Momi Clothing Line. He's going to tell us about the clothing line for the next 10 minutes. We're going to chop it up all about him. Also, she had something to talk about with the women in these,
Right, fake eyelashes.
and the fake eyelashes. LA, you back there? No, he's not back there yet. Anyway, ladies, I understand. What is your thing
No,
about
let you guys talk about that first, because I don't want to sound like,
Alright,
you know,
Fake
judgmental.
eyelashes. I think sometimes like the women, they get a little too extra because they be like a little too long.
Yeah.
A little?
And a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Okay, a lot.
Your time, go ahead.
So yeah, it's just extremely too long, and you know,
Do you find that attractive?
no, I don't really like the long.
Or more natural?
Yeah, a more
natural
look.
look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like I notice these women now, they doing the real long eyelashes. I don't like that.
So, like, for instance...
Because that's not common. That's like some
Right.
made up. You look like a...
Exactly. That's
fake
my
Barbie
point.
doll.
So, when I would put fake eyelashes on, it would be more like for an event. So, like for Jaden's Sweet 16, I had on...
Your eyelashes blended in with...
Exactly. So, I had... Shout
you
out to
just wanted-
Samantha, who did my
You
makeup.
want it to look more fuller.
Right. So I wanted a more fuller look. I wanted to look more
Right.
brighter. And of course, because of the amount of makeup that I had on,
Right.
it worked.
Right.
Now, if I'm going to the supermarket, even on a date, I would not be wearing those type of eyelashes that are so
Right.
dramatic.
Right.
I do get eyelash extensions,
Mm-hmm.
but mine obviously are very natural, only because I don't wear makeup every day,
Mm-hmm.
so it sort of brightens up my eyes. But I will tell you that I've gone to the stores and I've seen girls with regular t-shirts and jeans and eyelashes and all this
The
makeup, and
long
ladies,
eyelashes. Oh my God.
come on.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Listen, if you're going to get your eyelashes done, make sure your hair's done, your nail, because I don't understand the whole...
Alvin, I don't do my hair every day though.
Okay, LA, you back there, LA?
LA is talking.
I don't know where LA is. He's supposed to be back here so I can show y'all some pictures.
Hopefully everything is working.
It's cool.
Hey, LA, let me see that picture of Snuffleupagus, the elephant that I sent you.
Oh, hold
Ladies,
on.
do not come outside looking like this, please, with your eyelashes.
My cousin Samantha
Oh,
said,
God.
listen,
Oh,
my
God.
cousin said the paintbrush eyelashes.
Do not
Those
come out
are
here
bad.
looking like Snuffleupagus. Look, right again. Don't come out here looking like that, okay? Please don't come out here looking like that. Don't do it, all right?
Do it.
But once again, you know, if you're just tuning in, we got some folks just tuning in. I see right here who are saying hi to us and everything like that. Paintbrush eyelashes. You're live with Alvin After Dark. And we're brought to you by BMW Freeport. Mr. Boyd Canty over at BMW Freeport. Please check him out. Tell him Alvin Peter sent you. Or my man Ron Chin at Orderly's Direct, 4219 Merrick Road in Massapequa, New York. Tell him Alvin Peter sent you. You get a great discount. Make sure tell him Alvin sent you. Seriously, make sure you tell him I sent you. Also, our sponsor for tonight is Momi Clothing Line.
Yes,
The brand.
dope.
You know, so Momi Clothing Line. So right now, we're actually going to, if you still want to talk about it, you know, give us some comments about dating during quarantine. Please, you know, it's hilarious, you know, dating during quarantine, do's and don'ts. Should you be doing it? Should you be risking your time? For me, you know, I was...
Alvin, come on. You just interrogate him. Let's go. Because you went in on me. Come on.
Nah, I didn't go in.
Come
I
on.
had it. It
You
was
like-
a comment. It was
the
an interesting comment.
spotlight.
I think a woman's point of view.
It's
that's
okay.
all.
It's all right. But you know what? We
We're
can
not going to
help
talk
you.
about me right now because I'm not
okay.
topic of discussion.
LA, can you drop the light on him, please? Dim the room. Right
Yeah,
now.
right on him. But
Yeah, exactly.
But seriously, you know, listen, right now we go, like I said, if you want to chime in, you want to give us a call,
Call us.
516-945-9099. But we're going to talk about my man right here, Mike Hunt.
Yes.
And how'd you get the clothing line started? Because, you know, Mike Hunt is all about, Mike went from, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm going to let him talk about it. He went from party promoting to having a clothing line that has been successful, especially during COVID-19. Right. So everyone has a story. What is yours?
Okay, so I've been throwing parties since 2010. Actually, I brought Alvin into a party that I'd never seen you at. Salutes in 2010. Remember
Oh,
Salutes?
salute.
Yeah, he was a part of that.
Yes.
I brought
yes.
Alvin in
Okay,
on
I did
that.
a few birthday parties of mine there.
Right,
Dope little spot.
Right,
Mhm.
so that was a dope spot back in the day. And to be honest with you, back then, I wanted to do a clothing line. So sometimes when you're throwing the parties, it's hard to juggle your regular job the party thing and to do something else. It's like you're juggling like 4 different things, plus your personal life.
Right.
So it's a lot, you know what I mean? So leading up to, I started the clothing line back in February during COVID, right before COVID. I just got into an after work situation that I was doing, and in the downtime when I wasn't doing parties, I was doing a lot of research development. You know, getting the information together, putting the whole situation together. I was struggling with a name because Momi came maybe 10 months ago. So
Oh,
that
wow.
was new. I've been struggling with a name for like the last 3 years. I had help with that. So it's good to have like a team to help you out with the situation. You
Right.
need a team.
Right.
I mean, no, what is one of the most challenging things you were faced with when you first started?
So one of the most challenging things with the clothing thing is finding a print shop because your time is very important. Got a lot of print shops in Brooklyn, Jersey, New York City. I live in Mount Vernon. So do I really want to go to New York City? I definitely don't want to go to Brooklyn. Everybody knows about Brooklyn, FDR, it's always traffic. Who wants to go to Jersey?
Right.
Toll
Same
coming
difference.
back, $15, whatever.
And the traffic too.
So now you have to do your research on where these print shops is at, and then working with someone.
And trusting someone.
Yeah, so now you have to work with them. Are they being informative? Are they in your best interest? You gotta take all that into consideration.
Now, I thought Momi stand for Money Mike.
The real marketing base behind Momi is I'm trying to give the world more of me, more me. So anybody who wears the shirt, you can tell anybody, more me.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Mo me.
It doesn't have to be all about Money Mike.
Right.
Okay.
You know, even though it does mean that too, but it doesn't have to be all about
That's
Money
the first
Mike.
thing I thought of when I saw it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know
Everybody
you.
who knows me,
Yeah, 'cause I know
Money
you.
Mike. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, gotta have a strategy. Gotta have a marketing strategy when you're doing this, and just put it all together. And everything is research because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to FIT for this, or none of that. But I've been doing research over the years. Different people who had clothing lines, watching them, and then doing my research on every step of the way, from the print shop to the type of clothing that you could buy to the marketing strategy. So, and I'm talking about, I've been doing research like the last 8-10 years. So this didn't just happen
Wow.
overnight.
Okay.
You know,
It
so
was
I'm
in the
just
making.
taking
It was a
notes.
baby in the making.
Yeah, it was a baby in the making.
Yeah.
While I'm doing parties and stuff like that, and all of it tied in together with me.
What do you say to the people that say, I'm not, I mean, because you sell T-shirts now, you sell sweatshirts.
By the way, that one is dope. If
Thank-
I would have
thank you.
known that
Appreciate you.
color, I would have said,
Appreciate
give me
you.
that
Appreciate
one.
you. I'm gonna tell you one of the hardest things. The hardest thing is getting a logo, because you come up with a logo like Mo Me, and it's a lot
Cover me.
it's a lot of pressure, because when you go to the print shop, they're like, yo, how much you want? 12 dozen, 20 dozen. You got to be confident to manufacture all this, because is it gonna sell?
Right, that's what we were talking about in the car.
exactly.
So now it becomes, the terminology is, before you mass produce, you have to get proof of concept that
Okay.
your joint is dope, that people want to buy. Proof of concept.
And what did you do to get proof of concept?
So what I did was, I put it out there. I didn't mass produce a lot. Put it out there, threw it up on social media, and this is before I mass produced. And everybody was like, yo, I like the Momi thing in script. Everybody liked it.
I
So
do
that's
too,
the
it's
biggest
nice.
thing, a great feeling when you put something up and everyone likes it before it even comes out. I didn't even have a t-shirt, a hat, nothing. I was just marketing. I pretty much used the same strategy like I'm throwing a party. I marketed the situation, social media, and people gravitated to it. And then started mass producing different colors and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera.
And my question was, what do you say to the people that say, hey, you know, because I know that when you said you had a T-shirt line, first was T-shirts,
Right.
and I didn't even ask you for a price.
Okay.
What did I say? Yeah, I want two.
Right.
But what do you say to people that say, you know what? Oh, Mike, that's too much, and this and that. Can
Which
I get a
always happens.
discount?
Okay. So my t-shirt, let's keep it real. My t-shirt's $50. So what I find is, you know, anybody who knows me knows I've been a shopaholic forever. you name it. Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's. You know, I do all the high end. I mean, I do Macy's too, but I do all the high end stuff.
You work hard, play hard.
Right. So anybody who knows Money Mike knows my car game is serious. Benz, Range Rover, and all that. We do the Rolexes, the fur coats, and all that. So, I'm a representation of Money Mike, who I am.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's going to be pricey because I'm putting back into the brand.
Gotcha.
And what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
But tell people, because I don't think people understand, because you're an entrepreneur now.
Right.
You've been an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Like you're 9 to 5. I got a 9 to 5, but I'm also an entrepreneur.
Right.
Excuse me. Kim has 9 to 5, but she's also an entrepreneur.
Okay.
People don't understand what it takes and the drive to do these things and set these prices.
Right.
So tell them.
So let me dip into that. So now, you got to have, especially when you go pricey, got to be major confident in yourself.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, maybe it's a little easier for me because, like, I have bought shirts. I remember going to Miami. This is like 2003. That's back when people was buying the Louis Vuitton shirts.
Yeah.
Those T-shirts was like $280.
That's right.
I'm going back to 2004. T-shirt was I bought a Louis Vuitton T-shirt in Miami for $280. So that's nothing to me. So you figure if I come out with a $50 T-shirt, that ain't about nothing.
And that was my point asking that question.
I really wanted to come out with an $80 T-shirt, but I said, you know, I'm just coming out, you know, let me look at the different qualities and stuff, because quality play a role too. Because you can't push
a good quality shirt.
a nasty quality T-shirt and be like, give me $80. You can't do that neither.
Well, that was my point, because I'm saying for us in the Black and Hispanic community, we're so quick to buy those other brands
that's established already.
that are established already.
Right.
But when you start looking to say, hey, you know what? Let me support somebody who I know, who
No,
I
that's
grew up
facts.
with, who's in my neighborhood.
Right.
Why can't we spend that money?
That's
when
facts.
when I'm gonna see you wearing a Louis Vuitton belt that's $300.
Right. So, like I said, you got to be really confident in yourself and what you're doing, and stick with. Marketing plays a role too.
Yeah.
You got to have a good sense of how to market and strategize stuff. So,
Hey, before you go there, hey, LA, you back to LA? Hey, can you send the video I sent you with Momi clothing? All right,
Alvin,
cool.
can you say the telephone number real quick?
The phone number is 516-945-9099. So this is his clothing line right here, Momi Clothing. I want to give y'all a little taste of what he's about, and just like let y'all know, he's serious. These are all his friends throughout he's known people throughout the years that bought stuff from him, and just came out and says, yo, I'm gonna buy it.
let me say this. I want to point out something. So I came out February. COVID came out hard body in March. So, you know, people was gravitating to it. I just started getting sales. Boom, COVID comes out. They shut New York City down, and they're telling people to stay home.
Yeah.
So now, I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Social media, Facebook, Instagram is a beautiful marketing strategy that's free. I want to reiterate that. Because through Instagram and social media during COVID, when you couldn't come out, my fan base was out of state.
That's right.
I had people from Atlanta, California, Ohio, Virginia buying my stuff. So my fan base was in New York.
And where can you get your
wasn't
stuff
coming
from?
out.
Tell me your Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram is MoneyMike1996, and the Instagram clothing page is MarketingMike2020.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can look on my Facebook page, Michael Hunt. Follow me on Facebook and see what's going on. You can inbox me. Feel free to DM me. Ask me a million questions. I got a lot of stuff that I didn't even put out yet that I'm free to send it to whoever DMs me and asks me questions. That's not a problem.
I didn't see that one.
What's
the
that?
one that you have on.
Right, I have a lot of stuff.
I did not see that one on your website.
Yeah, I
I
have
really
a lot of
like
stuff.
that
I got
color.
the women
Jock
crop
bra.
hoodies.
I want the crop hoodie.
I got the crop hoodies that I didn't really get a chance to put out yet.
Am I
Jock
too
bra.
old to wear a crop hoodie?
No.
Definitely
All right
not.
then.
Yeah.
Jog bra.
What's that?
Workout bra. I saw that.
I got the workout bra.
Oh,
See,
yes,
you got to mention
I got
yes.
so much. So let me tell y'all what's going on. So, in the last 3 weeks, I feel like I'm being battle tested. A lot of adversity. My father died from cancer.
Oh my God.
I had to
I'm
bury
sorry.
him like a week ago. So, you know, with him dealing with cancer for like 5 weeks, it was terminal. You know, I had to juggle Momi, that situation, my personal situation. I'm juggling so many things. So right now I'm getting back into the speed of the whole Momi situation. So, you know, you got to be able to multitask and, you know, just never give up. Keep going. And with this clothing thing, you have to balance your time. Time is critical. So every day I'm running out of time. There's like at least 7 things I didn't do with the clothing thing. Like, oh, damn.
And then
I meant to
everything
do that.
else.
So every day, make sure you try to balance your time to get ahead, because not only are you getting new information, there's so many different people that want to help you with this clothing thing. And I just want to put this out there too. I'm incorporated. Okay? That means I had to go to a lawyer, pay to get Momi LLC. I had it in the car. I meant to bring the kit. It's called a kit. That's what it's called when you get incorporated and New York State license and stuff like that. So, you get a lot of tax breaks and stuff like that. So, you know, that's a whole nother story that we could do another show.
I have a question. You know, there's a saying that says, "Too many hands in the kitchen spoil the soup." You said that you have a team.
Okay.
Is it more problematic to have more people on a team?
That's a good question.
Before you answer that question, if you're just tuning in, you're live with Alvin After Dark, and we're talking about dating during quarantine, COVID-19 do's and don'ts. We're sitting down with my man, Mr. Mike Hunt, Momi Clothing Line, and we're talking about it right now. And once again, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to market your business, you know, the platform is open to to entrepreneurs. We're talking about entertainment, fashion, health, relationship, and culture, trending topics. So back on that.
The team.
Right.
Very good question. So what I find is people cling to you. You know, got a clothing line, it's popping. They have their reasons for clinging. Maybe they might want to start a clothing line, or they like your vibe and stuff like that. You got to have these conversations, because what happens is the people who are clinging to you, they secretly want to do a clothing line. So when they get enough information, they want to slide from the team and do their thing, which is cool. That's all good. So you cannot let that slow you down in what you're doing. A person could give me input on, you know, certain things, but at the end of the day, you got to make the major decisions, especially when it comes to the print shop. Like, I remember I felt that, you know, I'm ready, I want to mass produce, and it was 2 things that I didn't want to make a mistake, because it was early in the game. It was real critical, but it was on me, because now it boils down to, give me the money, you'll have it in 5 days. So it's like, whoa.
It's real.
So, so I started to get a little butterflies, and usually I'm aggressive. I love to handle things, but that was serious. But once you get into the mix and get a couple of things done, and you're going to do a lot of sample pieces.
Gotcha.
So I have a lot of sample pieces of a lot of stuff, just to see, because sometimes you might not sure, and then you might come back to something 2-3 months later, you know. Like I said, I got the sport bras that you seen. I advertised that, but then I had a lot going on. So
that's right,
not that I shied away from it, but it's there.
It's there. That's because I saw it. I was like, wow, this is cool. Listen, any questions, you can call in 516-945-9099. We're discussing dating during COVID-19, do's, don'ts, yays or nays. Women with the long eyelashes, the fake eyelashes. Also, if you want to ask Money Mike a question, Michael Hunt, Momi Clothing, give us a call, 516-945-9099. What's your question?
So, for me, I sell Avon, right? But Avon is a brand, obviously, that sells itself. Although, as an Avon representative, I do have to answer questions, so I have to, you know, be knowledgeable in the things that I'm saying and stuff like that. So, anybody needs Avon, please hit me up as well. No, that wasn't.
That's your plug. Got you.
Get your plug in.
I heard you.
Avon,
Okay.
You know.
Do your thing. Do your thing, bro.
Anyway, so for me, the reason why I went into Avon was because I felt like there wasn't a lot of pressure to sell, right? Because you don't have to build a team, you don't have to meet certain quotas. So what I did originally was I sent like a text to everybody pretty much that I knew, and I let them know. Some people were like, yeah, Avon is dope, we're down. Then some people were like, Avon is for viejas, you know, and shout out to her because she's my #1 customer right now. But anyway, so that's how I started out. And then, you know, I've been doing pretty well, but it is very time consuming. Alvin? All I see is your head.
My bad.
Damn. Sorry. Anyway, so it is very time consuming.
Right.
I do, like you said, I have samples. The only way to promote is to give samples because then people will know I give free gifts to like #1 customers and stuff like that. My question is, that was kind of easy because it's something that already is known and it's able to sell itself. Although I had to be knowledgeable, it sells itself. What advice would you give to somebody that's just, thinking about starting their own business, a clothing business, or any business in general? What do you think is like the first, let's say, top 5 steps?
One of the #1 things when you're doing your research and building up to the point of introducing your situation to the world is build your social media presence up.
Right.
Because you have some people out here who just jumped into the clothing thing. First thing I look at their page is, you have 100 friends.
Good point.
Instagram,
Damn, how many friends do
I got
have?
2,600 people following me.
No, not that many.
Facebook, I got 4,500 people.
This
100
was prior to your
people follow
clothing
me
line?
prior.
Okay.
Because I'm a party promoter.
Good point.
And then I traveled a lot. So between traveling a lot over the years, people, see me in Miami. I used to be called Miami Mike because I was always in Miami. Then I went into the party thing. So I built that up.
Okay.
So this led me up to this process. But to the new people who I see who's jumping so quick into the clothing thing and you have 200 followers, like, okay, so once you take away social media, where you going to get your outlet from? You got to ask yourself that.
Right.
So for me, it's easier for me because I don't mind meeting people every day. Because Instagram, you could go up to 20 million.
Yeah.
Facebook is at 5,000. That's it.
It stops.
It stops
Yeah.
at 5,000. But Instagram, you can have 20 million people following you, 50 million.
Wow.
So sky's the limit. So you could
Your
be,
friends is
your
friends,
audience could be broader who's watching whatever you're marketing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's get back to the people who have 200 people following them. How do you expect to grow and be successful? And then in this business, when you're starting out as an entrepreneur, you're doing everything. You're doing the marketing, you're doing the sales, you're like that whole one-person package. There's no time to be shy here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want this person following me and stuff like that. There's no
Like,
time
who
for
cares?
that.
Everybody.
Well, this might not be for you.
Exactly.
So I try to tell people all the time who's coming into the game, work on building your numbers. You need to, if you've seen a person from your neighborhood, follow them. Or a person look familiar, or every time you meet a new person, get your numbers up, follow them, so people could grow, because word of mouth stuff spread.
And the same thing in the car business. Like, my car business, word of mouth.
Right.
It's referrals.
Yeah.
And
Everything, yeah.
Everybody wants a car.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of car it is. They need a car.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, so like I said, if you're just tuning in, Mr. Mike Hunt is giving us some information about, his how he got started in the clothing line, which is something he's thought about for many, many years.
Right.
And it's finally taken off for him, and
Right.
he's giving us the ins and outs of the legalities about it and things like that. And this is his brand, Momi Clothing.
Momi Clothing.
Check it out. The shirts.
Full clothing line.
The shirts are comfortable.
Yes.
Very good
Shirts are
quality
real
too.
comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
Quality
And
shirts.
this right here,
Yes.
I didn't even ask you for this, right? But
Right.
this is my favorite
The V-neck.
because I am not a fan of this. I like the V-neck
Let me tell you
better.
something. So when I first came out in February,
Everyone asks for V-necks.
the place I went to, they didn't have V-necks. Oh, somebody's calling in.
Hello.
Caller, you're live with Alvin After Dark. What's your name and where you calling from?
All right.
You hung up. Call us back.
Damn.
516-945-9099.
What was that about?
Yeah, so the print shop I went to, they was out of V-necks, so I had to wait. I know it's a lot of people like the
Oh,
V-necks.
I love V-neck. This is called crew neck, right?
Crew neck,
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I really don't like crew. I mean, I wear them.
Right.
I'm not a fan.
Right.
I'm more of a V-neck fan. So
Yes.
I'm glad that this shirt was
Yes,
V-neck.
yes,
Very
yes.
happy.
So I
But I
dipped
was
into
going to
that.
ask you
Yeah.
also, you don't intermingle your personal page with your business page, though. That probably...
I do.
You do?
I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, okay.
So, right before I came out, I created the business page
Okay.
on Instagram. So that's a process. You gotta build numbers up. Remember, I'm doing shipping, handling, what to put out. You need time by yourself to think about the marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Then I'm getting on Facebook. Instagram. I got my regular page that I promote. Then you got the business page that you're building. So I'm building it from scratch. It's 0 people.
Right.
I'm at right now, almost 700. But my regular page is at 26.
Oh, so you put stuff on that page too?
Yeah, because it's stronger.
I'm not your friend on
Hey,
your
LA,
regular
can you
page.
show us his clothing
I'll
line
get to
again? The
it.
video I sent while we talk.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can see it.
What's that?
I'm gonna have you get your clothing line come back out.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there you
So
go.
that's his clothing line right there. If you can see it, Instagram and Facebook. That's his clothing line.
Yes.
What he got coming out and
Hats, T-shirts, women tank tops, sweatshirts. I'm about to come out with the sweatsuits. I got the women workout sports bra. I got the bucket hats. I'm about to get the jean suits going. I'm about to dip into Momi luggage.
Wow.
So when you start traveling, I'm working on something big with that. But yeah, this is all months. February I came out.
Wow.
And thank God every day for Facebook and Instagram. That really catapulted me to another level. Like people just showing me love when they see it, or now they see their friend with it out of state. I'm getting the referrals from people who I don't know.
Referrals are good too.
And
The
it's
best.
all good. But the love came from out of state. And I want to bring up two things I want to bring up to close out. There's a lot of designers that be like, people from my neighborhood don't show me love, and they get mad. Like they don't. Why they don't show support and love? I'm gonna keep it real with you. The people from your neighborhood sometimes don't want to see you be successful, more successful than them. The love will come out from outsiders first,
Right.
and then once they see you up and running, then the love comes from them later. That's just the game. That's just what it is. That's how it goes.
they
out
want to be
here.
a part of the
Right.
part of the team.
Because
That's
when you
everywhere.
come out with something, people are like, I don't know about this. They want to see if it takes off.
Takes
They
off,
don't.
yeah.
Well, because I
It looks-
think that is like you said, you got that really expensive name brand T-shirt that you're willing to support because that's known,
Right.
right? So, Samantha, it's my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Samantha. So I think that people are more open to buying that as opposed to something that they don't know.
Yeah, 'cause there was quite a
because
few
they're gonna be like, but who's that?
There was quite a
She
few
said,
people.
What's the backstory behind the brand?
The
She
backstory,
probably
like
didn't hear
what?
it before.
Oh, she probably didn't hear it. So the backstory behind the brand is came out. It goes with my name. My street name is. They call me Money Mike for years now, since 1996. And my marketing team felt like I was giving the world more of me. So that's where the two backstories come out with Momi Clothing.
There you go. There you go. So once again, if you're just tuning in, you're live with Alvin After Dark. We're on every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. Facebook Live. We're on Instagram Live, and the phone number is 516-945-9099. If you have any questions, ask Mr. Momi himself right here, his brand collection. We got about 10 minutes left.
Right.
Tonight's topic was dating during COVID-19.
Right.
Matter of fact, LA, play those COVID-19 pictures again for us, please. One more time. So dating during COVID-19. Oh, we got a caller.
Oh, we got a caller.
Caller. Take it.
Take it. That's okay.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? You live with Alvin After Dark.
Yeah, how you doing? I got a question for Money Mike.
What's going on? What's your question, Money Mike? What's your question for Money Mike? What's your name?
Norm from the Bronx.
What's
Hey
going on?
Norman.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, homeboy?
What's up? I want to ask you a question. What separates your brand from everyone else's? What makes your clothing line so special?
Good question.
Why should I buy your clothing line instead of somebody else's?
Okay, number one,
Good question.
no one has the logo I got in script. That's one. And like I said, I'm trying to give the world more of me. So if you like my logo and start following me on social media, I will show you the vision. I'll make it clearer.
Got you.
On top of that, good quality. Say it again.
Are they very quality?
Yes, good quality. Yes,
shirts?
absolutely.
Well, no, you can actually let Kim. How's the quality
The
t-shirt?
t-shirt is really, really good quality. It's not super thin.
Because you know some T-shirts are like polyester.
No,
they get
this one
messed
is
up.
actually
Yeah, they'll
really good
shrink
quality.
and get all tight. No.
It's pre-shrunk.
Norm,
Yeah,
it's comfortable,
wow.
Norm. Don't worry. It's comfortable. It's very comfortable.
Yeah,
Very
no
nice.
doubt.
Thank you.
It's not really like I don't like t-shirts that are super thick either.
Right.
So this one is super
Yeah.
comfortable. It's I have it tied in the back because I'm a girl and I gotta be cute. So it's a really dope t-shirt. I'm really happy that I put it on.
I think Norm just because I came out in February, and I think a lot of people are sewn on the Momi and script, and they like the logo.
And the
So-
colors are
cool.
really bright.
Yeah,
Even
and I got a
not
lot of
just that
bright
one.
colors
They-
too,
yeah.
Norm. A lot of bright colors.
Definitely look at your website and your Instagram.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate you.
Thanks for the
Thank
call,
you,
Norm.
Norman.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. No problem.
All right.
Adios.
So once again, one thanks the calls that called in. Once again, we got about 8 minutes left for the show.
So Alvin,
Yeah.
there's something here that says, oh,
Another caller.
hey. Oh, okay,
Okay,
damn.
all right.
I was excited too. I just wanted to say this, that I was reading this and it says, for anyone that is worried that your partner or your potential hookup has been exposed to coronavirus and you'd rather play it safe, you can always opt for phone sex. Just saying.
I did a lot of that during COVID-19.
Here we go. Hello. You did that too, Alvin?
I did that too. I did that when I was
no.
involved.
Interesting. Okay. Yo, Alvin is. Oh, this one. Listen, you gotta make sure everybody gotta wash their hands. Very good.
Men, make sure your fingernails are cut.
Well, your fingernails should be cut in general. Forget about the COVID. That's
Your
gross.
fingernails.
Quick question about COVID.
Okay,
What?
what's up?
Do y'all think it's coming back?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
The reason
And why?
why I say that COVID is going to come back is because the Spanish flu pandemic. Doing my research, Spanish flu pandemic took 2 years to recover. The challenge with that was, and the problem with that was, people in these big cities thought that it was when it died down, that was going to come back, and they had it doubled and it tripled. So going back to the Spanish flu in 1918 that lasted to 1920, we are doing the same things. Our government is doing the same things that they did in 1918 and 1920. They didn't take it seriously. And we're looking at this history repeats itself. Those cause and effects, and I cannot believe our government has not looked at that as they have, but they're not taking it so seriously.
Right.
And even people were wearing masks. Certain groups of people aren't wearing masks, certain are, and it's just people need to just be careful. Like y'all know,
Yes.
I caught pneumonia during COVID. During the height of it, and I was scared. You know what I'm saying,
Everybody
and
was.
it's
I was
real.
too. Everybody.
Exactly.
Real.
And we know people that died.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Oh, absolutely.
So once again, if you and even though we're making light of this situation of COVID-19, dating during COVID-19, it's something to be serious. Take it real serious. Take it very, very serious. And
Somebody had a question for Mike.
oh, okay, sure. Is the Mo Me logo on Kim's tee reflective? There's a pic that was shown on a lady on his Instagram, and it looked as if it was. And if it is, dope move.
Okay. Kim? That's Kim?
No, I'm Kim. Hi.
Who's the person that asked
Michelle.
that? Michelle. Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Yes, Michelle. Some of the momies are reflective, some isn't. The reflective is called 3M.
Yes.
That's
reflective.
dope.
Yeah.
Yes. She
That
said
was
it's dope.
definitely dope. Yeah.
Yeah, the marketing plan with that was when I came out in February, I just started an after work Friday in the
Okay.
Bronx. So the thing was, I'm gonna start wearing it to the club to market it. And when they take pictures, when you flash, you see the reflection.
That's right.
Good point.
So that's why I went 3M.
Right.
Nice,
Okay.
nice,
And I
That's a
had
good
someone
idea.
at the print shop. This goes back to the question you asked me with the marketing team and stuff like that. The print shop plays a big role with your success, how informative they are. Shout out to Monty Print Shop in Yonkers on Sawmill Road. Y'all could Google that, whoever's interested. Monty Print Shop. That's where I started
Monty.
at.
So once again, you're live with Alvin After Dark, and our sponsor for tonight is Mo Me Clothing, and I had the opportunity, the great pleasure, to grow up with this young man next to me. And you know, one thing I must say, even during the party promoting, very direct guy, very real. Probably one of the realest guys I know from the hood, and I can say that because we grew up together.
Well, he's super dope because I just met you today for the first time.
Right, thanks.
And you're very nice.
Appreciate you.
Very
Appreciate
knowledgeable.
you.
Thank you.
So once again, if you're tuning in to Alvin After Dark, we're live on Facebook Live and Instagram Live every single Tuesday night
YouTube.
at 9. That's right, and YouTube. You can catch us on YouTube. You just type in Alvin After Dark, and I'll pop up. So we're live every single Tuesday night at 9 p.m. versus a couple years ago we were doing 11. So
Michelle said make some glow in the dark logos for the night scene as well.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good,
Okay,
Michelle.
Okay, Michelle.
Hello. We find out. We're going to try to go
right.
into business with
Michelle
him.
about to be on your money
girl.
team.
Me on
I have
Instagram.
intelligent friends.
she about to be on your money
Talk
team. She about to be on your money team.
Michelle. That's what the team you need to be part of right there.
Yeah. That's it.
If you're an entrepreneur, let's let people know. People always ask me, what's my show about? My show, Alvin After Dark, is about entertainment, fashion, health, relationship, trending topics. I'm definitely not going to discuss the racial injustices going on, politics and the Covid-19. I want this to be an hour of people just to get off of that stuff from social media. We've been inundated with it all the time. So we're going to talk about some funny topics about the do's and don'ts of dating. We're going to talk about men giving women dating advice and vice versa. But once again, if you're tuning in, we're live every single Tuesday night. Before we leave, I want to ask our guests any closing remarks for the people.
Closing remarks. I don't know. You got to ask me something. You
Just say adios.
I got a lot.
Where they can find you.
Support More Me Clothing. Follow me on Instagram, Money Mike 1996. The clothing page is Marketing Mike 2020. Follow me on Facebook, Michael Hunt, and Mommy Clothing. We going to the top with
Listen,
this.
Michelle wants to know, are you hiring? Are you hiring?
Michelle, we can talk about that
offline.
Guess what? If you're really hungry, you'll find me on social media and DM me.
Okay, Michelle, you got it.
Okay.
Kim, any closing remarks before we leave?
I'm just really happy to be back. I'll be on and off. I can't do every Tuesday, unfortunately.
I know.
But I will be on and off, and I thank everyone for their support. And if you need any Avon, you can hit me up, and I will direct you to my link at my Avon store.
So once again, you're live with Alvin After Dark, and we're brought to you by my boy Boyd Canty at BMW Freeport. And if you're working for a BMW, you're going to catch Boyd Canty at 291 West Sunrise Highway in Freeport, New York. You're going to tell him Alvin Peters sent you. Also, if you're in the market for any brand of car, Auto Lease Direct, 4219 Massive Peakwood, New York. Also, you Mo Me Clothing. Come check it out.
Clothing.
Mo Me
Yes.
Clothing.
We going to the top.
No doubt. And once again,
All the way up.
I'm giving entrepreneurs a platform to market themselves. I saw, I'm going to mention that. But in any event, I'm giving entrepreneurs a platform to market themselves. Any kind of products you have, if I don't pretty much turn anyone away. But once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. Everyone continue to please be safe, be mindful, social distance, and remember the good Lord don't put you through nothing you can't handle. It's all how you handle it.
Wait, we gotta say one more thing.
What's up?
Remember Sebastian?
Sebastian,
we give a shout
Hi,
out to Sebastian and
to his
his
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
collection. Keep on doing that. He does little movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Shout out to
Shout
my
out to
baby.
Sebastian. All right. Have a good night, and we'll catch you next week.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night. Peace.